Crypto Keo here, and I'm bringing you some more news. Of course, again about Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is a big talk now, not because it's one of the main currencies, just because people know this coin so much, and people and the success or failure of this coin really falls on. Actually, it makes other cryptocurrencies gain or lose their value. So it's almost like Bitcoin is the one that has to look good, so the rest of the cryptocurrencies can gain that credibility. There we go. So that's why I have a lot of videos, talking about Bitcoin, just because Bitcoin is the first one that everyone knows about, people are getting introduced to. And once people know and accept Bitcoin, then they start looking at other altcoins. So I'm gonna play this. It says, despite its name, so this is from CNBC.com. So despite its name, Bitcoin is not really a currency, says digital currency entrepreneur. And of course, we've been talking about this, that even though Bitcoin has been used as a currency, because it is so low, the transaction speed is so low, it can't really be considered one that a currency that can be adopted by many, unless you start introducing Bitcoin Lightning, which is let's see, right? Okay, so the Lightning network. The Lightning network, what it does, it almost does transactions in bulk. So let's say you shop at Costco, Vaughn, Sam's, or Walmart. Often. Well, all these transactions are put into bulk, and there is an agreement between you and the whoever you're purchasing from, when all of these transactions will be collected. As of right now, there's no specifications. I believe, I'm sure that there will be policies put in place for the stores that accept Bitcoin and the Lightning network. But it will not put each transaction into the blockchain. What it will do is it will put, just let's say if you purchase, let's say from Walmart, if you purchased $10,000 worth of, and of course it's not going to take $10,000 a month, and like I said before, the specifications are not truly complete, but there have been transactions done with the Lightning network. If you what it does, it collects the transactions in bulk, so it doesn't what's it called? It doesn't put it on the blockchain every single time there is a transaction. So let me just play this real quick. Let's get this like that. Okay, okay, here we go. So here we go.
We have a huge community now worldwide of all of these holders who have, or hodlers, as we say in the community, who have held through very tough times, including like an 86% drop, from January 2014 to January 2015. And that was when the whole thing had just much less attention and much less energy and infrastructure than it does today. With that said, I think that a good long-term projection is that Bitcoin's market cap in the long term, I think, continues to rise, but its market share as a percentage of total coin market capitalization continues to fall. And that is because, as Jason observes, there are other kinds of coins that are coming out that are filling other roles in the ecosystem. Bitcoin has, I think, a lock on the digital gold application, for which longevity is very important. There are kinds of things like, fast payments or private payments or a technology platform. Those things other coins are potentially better at.
But Balaji, here's the problem that I have with this theory. We've had the Visa CEO telling CNBC that part of the problem with this, why Visa won't directly accept Bitcoin, is the volatility. A number of bank CEOs have also said that. So, but if Bitcoin stays flat for a period of time, the community of people that have been buying it recently are going to get less excited about it, which should put some downward pressure on it. So, is it for transactions or is it not?
Definitely not anymore. I think that there was a time a few years ago when people thought Bitcoin by itself could be for everything. But right now, and probably for the foreseeable future, Bitcoin is just a pure digital gold. For transactions, something like Bitcoin Cash or possibly the new Lightning Network that's built on top of Bitcoin could be interesting. Obviously, Ethereum and other kinds of things. There's many competitors for the cryptocurrency transaction market. Bitcoin itself.
So when they put Bitcoin to $0, to me, that's more of a headline than anything else, because if they're talking about Bitcoin Lightning that's put on top of the Bitcoin platform, so why would Bitcoin be zero and the platform be why would Bitcoin be $0 but there's still a Lightning Network that's going to be worth something? So I think that they're giving you mixed interpretations of the value of Bitcoin. Just like Ethereum is worth what, $1,000 and something dollars. The platforms or the dApps that are on top of Ethereum are also have also value. So only because Ethereum has dApps that have value does not mean that Ethereum is obsolete. Just like Bitcoin, just because Bitcoin will have Bitcoin Lightning, which will be faster transaction, does not mean that Bitcoin will have no value and will be obsolete and will have no worth, like they say here, $0. So that's ridiculous. So yes, it may not be that fast as it used to be because now more people are using it, but it still has value. And having Bitcoin can be a sort of investment that you can hold on to, and instead of a form of payment that you purchase things from. So let's say moving on. So like I said, I explained the Lightning Network, and it says here, and this is kind of reiterating the fact that Bitcoin, not a store of value, but a creator of it. Okay, so now this is saying something else, and perhaps not a bubble after all. It could be a store of value. It could be a creator of value too. Like they just finished saying about the Lightning Network. It's creating value right here. The store of value. If you hold on to Bitcoin, you are in essence storing. Just like if you're holding on to gold, it is a form. It has value, and if you go sell it, you can get the currency that you want for that bar of gold. So they're talking about, the Bitcoin Lightning Network, and so it says Bitcoin, not a store of value. Let's see. So now they're showing you here that, some people don't believe in Bitcoin because they're used to the old stocks, how they matured. Here, Berkshire Hathaway, if you would have bought it for $19, roughly $19 in 1964, so you would have been able to have the share grow an astonishing 1,705% to a current price of about $324,000. If you would have bought when Bitcoin first came out, 19 of them, you would have had way more than that. So like they're saying that you can't compare it to your dad's stocks and the value that stocks were worth, because when you held it for so many years, like when Berkshire Hathaway did his first IPO in 1964. The growth of value in cryptocurrency is astonishing. Most people can't believe it, and most people think, like they say, it's a Ponzi. But like I keep on reiterating, it's here to stay. So and the dollar is the US dollar index is down and by well over 10% in the last year, and it's actually more. There this is recorded 10%. It's really more off the record. So if you want, you can look at this article. It's seekingalpha.com, and you can check out this it's a very interesting article. And the last news that I wanted to present to you guys, and I just wanted to show you how scared central banks are of Bitcoin. Here, this is in northern England. They are banning the employees. Okay, it says Nordea banks ban employees from owning Bitcoin. Unions consider legal action. Even though it is illegal in the country to prohibit someone from investing, not allowing them to invest in certain investments, these banks are doing this. And you have to just think of it as, why would they want to ban in investments of Bitcoin? It says right here, union reps call it an overreaction and are prepared for the worst. I don't even know how to say that. Scandinavia lender Nordea is drawing the line against Bitcoin internally, throwing down the gauntlet on any activity that's unethical or worse, criminal. Bank officials are citing a lack of regulation, likening Bitcoin to gambling, but favoring the latter for its regulations. But critics are crying foul, standing firm on the reality that Bitcoin isn't illegal. So they're scaring these employees not to invest in Bitcoin, not because it's illegal, but because that means that it will take the place of these banks for them to invest in whatever investments they have to offer. Once again, this is Crypto Kyo. Please subscribe, comment on this video. Tell me what you think about all this news. Tell me what you think about the value of Bitcoin, about Bitcoin Lightning, and how this bank is forbidding its employees from buying and investing in cryptocurrency, especially in Bitcoin. Hit the notification bell. Please share these videos so more people can know what's going on with Bitcoin and get in to the new revolution early. All right, again, this is Crypto Kyo, and I will see you in the next video.